We'll go to the Solka practice, a brief Torma offering to the Dharma protectors on page 1.
I'm sorry, I forgot the one thing. We need to do something here.
Dharma protectors, page 1.
Sanje Jedan Soje Jonan La Sanjo Barda Dana Jasa Dola Benzura Sanje Dabayo.
Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. May all sentient beings have happiness in the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering in the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. Page 3. I appear as the Yidam deity. From the seed syllable at my heart emanate rum, yum, and come. Fire, wind, and water burn, scatter, and wash away the faults and defects of the torma. Above wind and fire is a hearth of skulls. Above this is a vast and spacious skull filled with the 5 meats and the 5 nectars. The 5 meats are marked with Om, Hum, Tam, Hrim, and Ah, and the 5 nectars with Mum, Lum, Bum, Pum, and Tum. A wind of Hung emerges from the nostrils, blowing, stirring, and lighting the fire, which melts and boils the substances. The defects boil over, and the pure essence fills the skull to the brim. Above a moon disk lid, Hum, Ah, Om are stacked one above the other. Lights radiate from these and gather nectar which merges with the syllables. The 3 syllables and moon disk melt into light and dissolve into the nectar. Thus it transforms into an ocean of wisdom nectar. Light radiates from the seed syllable at my heart, inviting the Lama, Yidam, and Dakinis, the protectors and guardians of the Dharma, wealth gods, guardians of the directions, local spirits, obstructing spirits, karmic creditors, and the 6 classes of beings, who then gather before me like billowing clouds. According to their ranking order, these guests partake of the torma with light tubes emerging from their vajra tongues, and thus are pleased and satisfied.
jala. Volo menga dambada, sanyan jebe lama. Yegaro jegaranga, ye, toto dapsan jodo. Surwan dapsodo jezo, wa, yeda sabjo namjo. Namjur lame jede me, de jede zan jezid. Munna maya jamala, de jala so jerve. Shiro ramja sanyange, yedan jenga janze. Yegaro jegaranga, ye, mada dada soda. Mudan danje zada zo, wa, damjen jamjon dada. Pargun sage zaron ze, zaro gerge bema. Tayon la zon gebe zo, de zan jeje roma. Munda janda harana, kenjan sando rahul. Behane je zama zo, jejan goje doma. Yegaro je garanga, ya, bajene don dabge. Dorje lo bongaze. Singing better nugget, sometimes the banzo, wa, nama, the Zamba, the Jano da Bomona, Mozella Manzamba, the Jela Jayan, Jaja Domanda, Yigaro Jaganga, Jadala Jababa, wa, Lala Sagara Jajenda, Soja Jazare, Pangan Jazanga, Jajan the Bedoma. Yigaro jegaranga, ya, Baje Solanda je, wa, Namsa Basan Soja, ya, Gabdanya Maranena, Kibaryana Nadaga, Dabon Gorja Doma, Yigaro jegaranga, ya, Dada Jigandaba, wa, Ganalanda Jamaza, Najabana Yanga, Kajaja Domanda, Yigaro jegaranga. Sankana Penzanja, Leja Sankabala, Shankanda Jango Anzo, wa, Dodo Sanjandaya, Kijadoma Jajenda, Kijado Jagaranga, Parandona Zoganda, Medasansa de Georgia.
Ho, please consider me. Ho, please consider me. Ho, please consider me. Glorious Vajra Guardian, Great Black One, and Heruka, Glorious Great Bhairava, by nature you are one with Dharmata. In essence you are the same within primordial wisdom, and in character you are equal in unhindered activity. Hero who defeats all unfavorable circumstances, you are the foremost lord of all appearance and existence, and all gods and demons, wrathful local guardian, great leader of activity oppressors, invincible sovereign of radiant splendor, you protect awareness-holding yogins as if they were your own children, and you assess the absorption of oath-bound practitioners. You are endowed with a radiance of peace, the splendor of increasing, and the power of magnetizing activity. You are swift in activities of liberating savage foes and hindrances. Your mighty skill in protecting the teachings is sublime. Powerful Lord with the name, the one endowed with mighty Vajra breath, great warrior God of yogins, please heed me. Please dwell in this holy shrine of enlightened body, speech, and mind of myself, the yogin called Vajra Heruka. Please act to conquer the dread of the four Maras and all obstacles along my path to supreme bliss, whereby I will accomplish unsurpassed awakening. Please cause me to encounter the Samadhi companion that will guide me on the authentic path. Until I attain awakening, help me to never deviate onto mistaken paths with body, speech, and mind, and cause my mind to turn toward freedom and awakening. May all unfavorable circumstances in this world be vanquished. May perfect auspiciousness and goodness pervade and increase. May gods, spirits, and humans be brought under control, and at all times and in every circumstance, may enlightened activities be accomplished according to my supplications. As you are the glory and the protector of all wandering beings, please perform activities to grant supreme and common cities without obstruction and effortlessly. May I vanquish all unfavorable circumstances, the enemies and hindrances with wrong views and the like, and may perfect auspiciousness and goodness pervade and prevail. Mahri, by the power of your compassion and previous aspirations, Mother Achichokyi Drolma, arise from the Dharmasphere, and look upon me from the space of primordial wisdom. Miraculously descend upon this activity mandala. Mother Achi, Lady of Nanam, powerful Dharma Tara, Wisdom Tara, Samaya Tara, magnetizing goddess, flesh-eating Karma Dakini, noble lady Tashi Seringma, Mio Lobsangma, Tekar Drosangma, Tingi Shalsangma, and Chopan Dringsangma, protectors of the lineage forefathers, protectors of frightful hermitages, protectors with Samaya who pledge to protect the teachings of the Kagyu lineage. Your luminous wisdom never fades, your compassion never withholds, your blessings are never far, and your power is unobstructed. All of you bless us yogins and our retinues through your enlightened body. Bless us through your enlightened speech. Bless us through your enlightened mind. Bless us through your enlightened qualities. Bless us through your enlightened activities. Act so as to conquer adverse circumstances and the dread of the four Maras. Please cause me to encounter the Samadhi companion that will guide me on the true path. Thus, until I attain awakening, help me to never deviate onto mistaken paths with body, speech, and mind, but cause my mind to turn toward freedom and awakening. May all unfavorable circumstances in this world be vanquished. May perfect auspiciousness and goodness pervade and increase. May gods, spirits, and humans be brought under control, and at all times and in every circumstance, may enlightened activities be accomplished according to my supplications. As the Guru, glory and protector of all wandering beings, please perform activities to grant supreme and common cities without obstruction and effortlessly. May I vanquish all unfavorable circumstances, the enemies and hindrances with wrong views and the like, and may perfect auspiciousness and goodness pervade and prevail. Jaya, Jaya, Siddhi, Siddhi, Pala, Pala.
Gadanda Jaranam Jarasabaramba, Nibata so Trobato, Kodalam Jujiba Nidanzo, Gamelan so Jabaloda, Melayan Zedemo Jevata, Navarata Nibata, Tiganeba Nala Mandarica, Sagan Javaran Zensambat, Lula Renja Deva Konanzo, Yela Nabaro Bedenze, Samia Deva Navian Baranzo, Jusa Jojo Joda Jod. Taza Maja Zadon Javanzo, Yala Dagelum John Baza, Sazalanza Chola Dondonzo, Jabba Daja Jungonzava, Nona Zando Igando Bada, Dadan Taya Sanja Danja, Lamezo Bezanjo Dobala, Gajeba Jamale Gawa, Jamala Lanja Banzo, Jagan Yela Debadanja, Navamada Zora Zabaya, Samaya Ganavajin, Sandoma. Okay, now it's offering.
We'll go back to page 15 in the Guru Rinpoche Sadhana. Hong, I arise as the deity. From my heart, rum, yum, and cum emerge and purify the feast substances. White, red, and blue, Om, Ah, and Hong, and Ha, Ho, and Hri issue forth and transform the substances into nectar. Page 16. Hri, to the Lama, Yidam, and Dakinis, I make offerings of all that is desirable. I make outer, inner, and secret offerings. Please accept them with delight and bestow cities upon me. Every enemy and obstructor who causes harm to the supreme accomplishment of us yogins, drag them here. To the emanated gathering of the great ferocious ones, I offer the flesh, blood, and bones obtained through having liberated enemies with compassion. Through making wondrous offerings of desired sense objects, outer, inner, and secret, as well as union and liberation, revitalize my sacred bond with the Guru and the three roots.
Okay, now 14.
We will now do the 14 fundamental mantric downfalls. In English. The Vajra holders have taught that accomplishments follow after the master. Because of that, to mistreat the master is explained as the first fundamental downfall. To transgress the commands of those gone to bliss is said to be the second downfall. To be angry with Vajra siblings is the third point, described as a fault. The conqueror taught that to abandon love for sentient ones is fourth. The root of Dharma is bodhicitta. To abandon it is fifth. To demean the teachings that are one's own or others' doctrines is sixth. To proclaim that which is secret to sentient beings who are wholly immature is seventh. The aggregate is the very nature of the five Buddhas. To abuse it is eighth. To give rise to skepticism about naturally pure phenomena is ninth. Always treating evil ones affectionately is held as 10th. To conceptualize about phenomena that are free from name and form is 11th. To elicit wariness in the minds of sentient ones who have faith is 12th. As for the samayas, not attending to how they are acquired is 13th. To engage in demeaning women who are the nature of transcendent awareness is 14th. When these are abandoned by mantrans, accomplishments will surely be attained. I reveal and relinquish degraded and broken samayas of body, speech, and mind in their fundamental and auxiliary aspects, and every downfall arisen from faults together with their mass of defilements. Please bestow your blessings that they be cleansed and made pure.
The Tanda Dome Barba, the Gaya Member, the Jaya Member, another Dome Barba, Savasa Dame, Daya, Sawa Kamasa, Sadang Shayan Guru Ho Banga Savada Danga Dama Dama Zabava Ma Samaya Sado Badar Sado Samaya Manabala Badar Sado Dinova Dada Membarva Sado Gaya Membarva Subhajaya Membarva Anarado Mem Savasada Mendaya Sava Kama Sadama Sadang Shayan Guru Hong Ha Ho Bang Ejermame Meza Baba Mahasamaya Sado Alallahu. Om Benzar Sado Samaya Mana Balaya Benzar Sado Deno Titanjo Membarva Sudagayo Membarva Subhajayo Mem Anarado Membarva Sava Sadama Barayansa Sava Kama Sadama Sadang Shayan Kuro Hong Bangaven Sava Dadanga Dan Benzamame Benzar Bava Mahasamaya Sado
of 17. Hong, the finest part is offered to the 3 roots, the feast to my Dharma siblings, and the remainders to the messengers. Suitable enjoyments are offered to those deserving of remainders. Uchishta balengta ka he.
Lama yadang kandoje Tudang korlon telenzo Paraje sorlang
Hong, Lama, Yidam, and Dakinis manifesting from the Dharma Dhatu state. As I invoke your heart pledge, please perform activities, dispel obstacles, and bestow accomplishments.
Om Ahom Guru Devanda Gana Savased Lavo Hong Dang Pardan Dhamase Tenzin Jube Jingharu Kelan Damje Songmezo Chudare Gelan
Hong, assembly of protectors, you who have given your word in the presence of the Vidyadhara lineage, in the beginning, in the middle, and in the end, please accept this offering torma and carry out enlightened deeds.
Om Dharma Bala Sabara Vara Amardam Bala Kaya Om Sojim Varva Gagobe Bogan Jongwa Demezo Derike Darzan Varva Ye Helena Yendo
Hong, host of Tenma goddesses, protectors of Tibet, who are bound by the command of the great blazing master, please come here, enjoy this fiery Amrita, and perform the 4 enlightened deeds.
Om Dai Ganadita Saparava Amrita Panzakaya Om Ne Ani Om Ne Tambara Rakyakarane. Now we do Zambala.
We turn to page 63 in the Rainfall of Benefit and Happiness.
regard me kind-heartedly in Potala pure land. Perfect compassion, even 5 poisons names don't exist. Generous me with love. Grant me the supreme city in lotus light pure land of Vidyadhara's deathless life. Even misery's names are gone. Lotus born, grant your blessings. Sky-faring rainbow body in manifest joy land of perfect bliss. Even the names for confused hate don't exist. Vajrasattva grant blessings, mirror like wisdom city in glory endowed land of perfect splendor. Even names for confused pride don't exist. Ratna Sambhava bestow equanimity, wisdom in the watch and pure land of great happiness. Even names for confused desire are gone. Amitabha bless and grant discerning wisdom city in fulfilled activity, land of perfect Buddha deeds. No words for jealousy. Amoga city bestow all accomplishing wisdom in the augment Dharma sphere. Endowed with 5 perfections, ignorance does not exist. Vairalchana grand Dharma, Dhatu system city, grand vital essences of the 5 great mothers and long life. Inemnated Udhyana, Tsogyal dwells with Dakinis, grand bliss, emptiness, mastery. Fortune of profound mantra, Guru who's all phenomena, where all lineage yidams dwell. Grant awakening in one life, fortune of Mahamudra, in the sphere of self-display. Dwell yidams of peace and wrath, grant supreme and common powers, city fulfilling all aims. In 24 sacred sites, gather infinite sky dancers, grand ripening liberating powers. Fortune of secret mantra, in Dharmakaya's expanse, dwell the lineage lords and kin. Grant enlightened acts increase, 2 stages mantra deity, in all taming Tulku's sphere. Dwell Mahakala and court, grant subjugating city, fortune of enlightened acts. Om Hri in Vaishravana's abode dwells the wealth god Zambala, who acts kindly for all beings. Master of life, merit, wealth, food, and fortune with your court. Don't waver from your heart pledge. Think of us compassionately. Bring here all long life fortune. Bring here fortune of cattle, fortune of swift horses, and wealth of wish-granting livestock, the fortune of fertile sheep, and of herd animals, fortune of goats and those best cattle, wealth of wish-granting cows, bulls, mules to carry heavy loads. All this good fortune bring here, fortune of fine lovely silk, highly priced gold and silver, fertile soil and the 6 grains, precious gems and ornaments, food and drink of every kind. Bring them here as good fortune, Brahma's fortune from above. Gods go spirits, wealth midway, Nagas wishing gem below, 3 worlds, gods and humans wealth. Bring them here as good fortune, Luhago's body fortune, Zambuling's holy dharma. Walang chose fortunate wealth, Brahminians longevity, beings life, strength, and merit. Of all lands grant their fortune, Indian kings religious might, Chinese kings all reaching force, Persian kings fortune and wealth, the army of King Gesar, the courage of Ukarhor. As good fortune bring them here, fortune of the endless sky, fortune of the stable grounds, perfect wealth, food and clothing, radiant splendor, riches, strength, armor, weapons, miracle powers, monks who uphold the scriptures, fortune of brave and strong boys, beautiful and virtuous girls, pure offspring, please all of these. Bring them here as good fortune, like sun and moon's eastern rise, eastern long life fortune. Come like the swirling southern clouds, southern long life fortune. Come like shrouding mist, western long life fortune. Please come here like a river flows northern. Long life fortune, please come here like rain falling from above. Upper long life fortune, come like 6 rains ripening below. Lower long life fortune, come fortune of melodious praise. Come like turquoise dragons roar, fortune of heart students lying. Come like dazzling star garlands. Om Kri Eastern Vajradaki, Ni bring life's fortune pacify, disease, demons, hindrances. Southern jewel Dakini, bring resources, food and wealth, expand life, merit, riches. Western lotus Dakini, summon power to tame all things, samsara and nirvana. Northern action Dakini, bring the 4 enlightened acts, annihilate hinders evil. Gods with your retinue, bring here all the world's fortune, bring auspicious objects here. Bring fortunate objects here, always remain at this place, and make these fortunes steadfast. Potentialize life substances, and at this place protect wealth. Please remain firm, unchanging. Grant eternal life, city. Grant endless treasure, city. Grant wealth and merit, city. grant to cities, let them be accomplished spontaneously. Sava Siddhi La La
Ong Ah Hong, three Kayas, Lama, deities of longevity, Dakinis of Uddiyana, and assembly of wealth gods, please bestow the four empowerments upon me and other fortunate disciples. Being bestowed with the supreme form empowerment upon my body, may I attain the indestructible Vajra body. Being bestowed with the supreme speech empowerment upon my speech, may I attain the power over Brahma's 60 melodies. Being bestowed with the supreme mind empowerment upon my mind, may I attain power over the unborn simplicity. May I obtain the essence Kaya empowerment, the ultimate empowerment that is the spontaneous presence of the three Kayas. May I obtain the empowerment of the Guru's three Kayas, which causes the three poisons to manifest as the three Kayas. May I obtain the empowerment of the long-life deities of the five families, which causes the five poisons to manifest as the five aspects of primordial wisdom. May I obtain the empowerment of the Dakinis of Uddiyana, by which the body of deathless primordial wisdom is attained. May I obtain the empowerment of white Zambala Yabyum, which effortlessly and spontaneously accomplishes ordinary and sublime cities. May I obtain the empowerment of wealth gods and treasure lords, which perfects the abundance of food, wealth, and riches. May I obtain the empowerment of Mahamudra, which liberates from samsara's pain. May I obtain the empowerment of self-knowing Dharmakaya, which is the primordial purity of the delusional perceptions of unawareness. May I obtain the empowerment of the great completion, which is the primordial purity of all phenomena of samsara and nirvana. May I obtain the empowerment of the great middle way, which naturally liberates the four extremes of eternalism and nihilism. May I obtain the empowerment of the perfection of wisdom, which is inexpressible, being beyond words and thoughts. May I obtain the empowerment of total openness, free from fixation, which naturally liberates dualistic propensities. May I obtain the empowerment of immortal life, which is the unchanging expanse of awareness. May I obtain the empowerment of awakening within one lifetime, which is the endless accumulation of merit. Om Hri. The Guru, who is the three Kayas, deities of longevity, Dakinis of Uddiyana, and assembly of wealth gods, my own body, speech, and mind. This life, all solid and substantial matter, all these dissolve like clouds dissolving in the sky, or water pouring into water, without reference point, into the all-pervasive open space of Ah, within a state of non-distraction, rest at ease, in the unborn basic space of phenomena. Let go of everything. In a state of simplicity, remain free and open. Seal with steadfastness. Samaya, seal, seal, seal. By this virtue of timelessness beyond the three times, may all beings be relieved from the suffering of poverty, hunger, and thirst, and may all wishes and enjoyments be fulfilled. At last may they swiftly attain the most excellent state of the Master Padmasambhava and Amitabha in the Buddha field, great bliss, and reach the ground of no return.
Okay, now Dharma Pala Sadhana, page number 32.
Page 32 in the Soka practice.
Om Benza Argam Bade Bebe Debe Alogen Gende Shabda Bade Sado Samaya, Mana Balaya, Beda Sado Denoba, the Dandano member, Sudugayo member, the Bejayo member, Anarado member, Sava Seda member, Sabagama Zame, the Danja, Goro Hung, Ha Ha Ha, Ho, Banga, Sava Danga Dame, Zerbawa Mazamaya Zado. Dana Denda Legenda Korwa Seda Yonet Kedan Wanzodan Jona Legbara Zardas Wame Sunda Deja Benzaya Zova Jomden Deja Jingara Daba Zembe Gaza Begin Jungwa Yagebe Jejang Soman Amja Dashi Yo Om Benza Hergasa Dosam Manabala Rinpoche Sadhana, page number 19.
Bottom of 19.
Tenjong Haje Goryo Jan Chela Nombe Dramada Shedan Hime Kazong Wa La So Na La Zuba So.
Hong, having entered the gates of the supreme mantra path, in order to purify stains of omissions, additions, and mistakes, I beseech you, divine assembly, to please forbear all errors I am aware of and all those I do not recall.
Om Bezar Sado Samaya Mana Balaya Bezar Sado Deno Titanda Domen Baba Sute Gayo Men Baba Sube Yo Men Baba Anara Domen Baba Sute Menda Inza Sava Karma Sadame Sadan Sheyan Koro Ha 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 Ho Bangaven Sava Dadanga Damedam Samaya Sado
Hong, the illusory mandala deities, divine appearances devoid of any true existence, dissolve into the natural abode of Dharmadhatu, and thus I rest within a wondrous, unleashed state of total ease. May the auspicious blessings of the root and lineage Lamas up until Samattabhadra prevail. May the auspiciousness of the peaceful and wrathful victorious Yidam deities, 2 cities, prevail. May the auspiciousness of the mothers, sisters, Dakinis, and secondary Dakinis, enlightened activities prevail. May the auspiciousness of the Dharmapalas and the oath-bound haughty ones, destruction of all enemies and hindrances, prevail.
Okay, now this word peace.
Go
And Samattabhadra.
to the World Peace Prayer in our blue prayer book on page 38. The 3 jewels and 3 roots, trustworthy source of refuge, and in particular the Lord of Snow, Avalokiteshvara, Jetsuntara, and Guru Padmasambhava, I supplicate you. Please follow your previous pledges. Bestow blessings that this aspiration prayer may be fulfilled most perfectly. Due to the degeneration of times when thoughts and deeds of beings are perverted and the inner and outer elements have lost their balance, men and cattle are seized by epidemic disease previously unheard of. Intruding Rahus, Nagas, powerful demons and dark forces, blight, frost, and hail, bad harvest, warfare, and so forth, erratic rainfall, heat, misery, and droughts in the world, destruction by the elements such as earthquakes and the threat of fire, and in particular barbaric offenses causing harm to the teachings are rampant. May all types of harm and injury around the world be swiftly pacified and overcome. May precious and supreme bodhicitta spontaneously arise in the mind streams of all beings, human and non-human, and may they be free from destructive thoughts and deeds. May all be endowed with a loving mind for one another, and may well-being, glory, and prosperity prevail throughout the world. May the Buddha's teachings spread far and wide and ever last. By the truthful power of the 3 roots, the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas, by any root of virtue existing in samsara and nirvana, and by the power of our perfectly pure, highest intention, may the fruition of our supplication and aspiration be attained. We go to page 40. Ho, everything, appearance and existence, samsara and nirvana has a single ground, yet 2 paths and 2 fruitions, and magically displays as awareness or unawareness. Through Kuntuzampo's prayer, may all beings become Buddhas, completely perfected in the abode of Dharmadhatu. The ground of all is uncompounded, and the self-arising great expanse beyond expression has neither the name samsara nor nirvana. Realizing just this, you are a Buddha. Not realizing this, you are a being wandering in samsara. I pray that all you beings of the 3 realms may realize the true meaning of the inexpressible ground. I, Kuntuzampo, have realized the truth of this ground, free from cause and condition, which is just this self-arising awareness. It is unstained by outer expression and inner thought, affirmation or denial, and it is not defiled by the darkness of unmindfulness. Thus this self-manifesting display is free from defects. I, Kuntuzampo, abide in intrinsic awareness. Even though the 3 realms were to be destroyed, there is no fear. There is no attachment to the 5 desirable qualities of sense objects. In self-arising consciousness free of thoughts, there is neither solid form nor the 5 poisons. In the unceasing clarity of awareness, singular in essence, there yet arises the display of the 5 wisdoms. From the ripening of these 5 wisdoms, the 5 original Buddha families emerge, and through the expanse of their wisdom, the 42 peaceful Buddhas appear. Through the arising power of the 5 wisdoms, the 60 wrathful Herukas manifest. Thus, the ground awareness is never mistaken or wrong. I, Kuntuzampo, am the original Buddha of all, and through this prayer of mine, may all you beings who wander in the 3 realms of samsara realize this self-arising awareness, and may your great wisdom spontaneously increase. My emanations will continuously manifest in billions of unimaginable ways, appearing in forms to help you beings who can be trained. Through my compassionate prayer, may all you beings who wander in the 3 realms of samsara escape from the 6 life forms. From the beginning, you beings are deluded, because you do not recognize the awareness of the ground. Being thus unmindful of what occurs is delusion, the very state of unawareness and the cause of going astray. From this delusive state comes a sudden fainting away, and then a subtle consciousness of wavering fear. From that wavering, there arises a separation of self and the perception of others as enemies. Gradually, the tendency of separation strengthens, and from this the circle of samsara begins. Then the emotions of the 5 poisons develop. The actions of these emotions are endless. You beings lack awareness because you are unmindful, and this is the basis of your going astray. Through my prayer, may all you beings recognize your intrinsic awareness. Innate unawareness means unmindfulness and distraction. Imputing unawareness means dualistic thoughts towards self and others. Both kinds of unawareness are the basis for the delusion of all beings. Through Kuntizampo's prayer, may all you beings wandering in samsara clear away the dark fog of unmindfulness, clear away the clinging thoughts of duality. May you recognize your own intrinsic awareness. Dualistic thoughts create doubt. From subtle attachment to this dualistic turn of mind, dualistic tendencies become stronger and thicker. Food, wealth, clothes, home, and friends, the 5 objects of the senses, and your beloved family. All these things cause torment by creating longing and desire. These are all worldly delusions. The activities of grasping and clinging are endless. When the fruition of attachment ripens, you are born as a hungry ghost, tormented by coveting and desiring, miserable, starving, and thirsty. Through Kuntizampo's prayer, may all you desirous and lustful beings who have attachment neither reject longing desires nor accept attachment to desires. Let your consciousness relax in its own natural state. Then your awareness will be able to hold its own. May you achieve the wisdom of perfect discernment. When external objects appear, the subtle consciousness of fear will arise. From this fear, the habit of anger becomes stronger and stronger. Finally, hostility comes, causing violence and murder. When the fruition of this anger ripens, you will suffer in hell by boiling and burning. Through Kuntizampo's prayer, you beings of the 6 realms, when strong anger arises for you, neither reject it nor accept it. Instead, relax in the natural state and achieve the wisdom of clarity. When your mind becomes full of pride, there will arise thoughts of competition and humiliation. As this pride becomes stronger and stronger, you will experience the suffering of quarrels and abuse. When the fruition of this karma ripens, you will be born in the God realms and experience the suffering of change and falling to lower rebirths. Through Kuntizampo's prayer, may all you beings who develop pride let your consciousness relax in the natural state. Then your awareness will be able to hold its own. May you achieve the wisdom of equanimity. By increasing the habit of duality, by praising yourself and denigrating others, your competitive mind will lead you to jealousy and fighting, and you will be born in the jealous God realm, where there is much killing and injury. From the result of that killing, you will fall into the hell realm. Through Kuntizampo's prayer, when jealousy and competitive thoughts arise, do not grasp them as enemies. Just relax and ease. Then consciousness can hold its own natural state. May you achieve the wisdom of unobstructed action. By being distracted, careless, and unmindful, you beings will become dull, foggy, and forgetful. By being unconscious and lazy, you will increase your ignorance, and the fruition of this ignorance will be to wander helplessly in the animal realm. Through Kuntizampo's prayer, may you beings who have fallen into the dark pit of ignorance shine the light of mindfulness and thereby achieve wisdom free from thought. All you beings of the 3 realms are actually identical to Buddhas, the ground of all, but your misunderstanding of the ground causes you to go astray, so you act without aim. The 6 karmic actions are a delusion, like a dream. I am the primordial Buddha, here to train the 6 kinds of beings through all my manifestations. Through Kuntizampo's prayer, may all you beings, without exception, attain enlightenment in the state of Dharmadhatu. Ah-ho! Hereafter, whenever a very powerful yogin, with his or her awareness radiant and free from delusion, recites this very powerful prayer, then all who hear it will achieve enlightenment within 3 lifetimes. During a solar or lunar eclipse, during an earthquake, or when the earth rumbles, at the solstice or the new year, you should visualize Kuntizampo, and if you pray loudly so all can hear, the beings of the 3 realms will be gradually liberated from suffering through the prayer of the yogin and will finally achieve enlightenment.
Long live praying in Tibet.
The Yellow Prayer Book, page 22.
Tenpan zinja perwa danye che, kansan choban choden telan, lendip jibzen lame yade zo, gongjo sumje danye dagongba, tenpan zil do dodan dojen de, dambe jeje hipsara nawai, Uzen joga yaden zo, bagwe yarna arya dewa ye, dogan sosa ngaja daksar, yekden gwenbe deze jeden ba, ordin garjen geze gajar de,
Page 28.
shibza geze gwenjen jeje, denderen ela wadan rumba, renchen baraja damba senda, Yeda de zangon ben zenjo je oma ben zangara be ma se de oma ben zangara be ma se de
Thank you everyone for joining our afternoon practice. We will see you at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning.